You need cooling, baby, I'm not fooling. I'm gonna send you back to schooling. I'm gonna give you my love. I'm gonna give you my love. Oh, want a whole lot of love. Want a whole lot of love.
Welcome to Atlanta Motor Speedway for the Autotrader 400. Don't mind what the workers put down in the infield, as they were lazy and didn't bother changing the sponsorship for today's race. But we got 40 cars lined up down pit road. It's mainly Fords in that top 10, and everybody else just around positioning themselves throughout this field. Very unpredictable, as we see Hamlin down towards about mid-pack. And you see a couple of super speedway winners. John Hunter Nemechek towards the back. You see Jimmy Johnson towards the back. He's making a start here today. The SVG did not qualify well. I don't know if he's still adjusting or if he just had a bad qualifying effort. I just want to say he's just still adjusting, but I'm not sure. But had a lot of good cars coming qualifying to the top 10. Ryan Preece, Joey Logano. Now let's rewind to the weekend recap. Let's start with the Craftsman Truck Series. Kyle Busch spins, and you see Chase Elliott battling with Cletus McFarland there, and they get contact from the one of Brent Cruz in the rear. And Brent Cruz would go on to win here in Atlanta for the Truck Series, making a one-off start with them. And then with the O'Reilly Auto Parts Series, Corey Day gets his first career win, and he burned it down there as well under the lights. But now let's take a look at your pole sitter for today. Carson Hocevar, first pole for 2026. And he finished 7th in Daytona in that big pileup we all saw. Thank God Zane Smith was okay. But Carson Hocevar rounded out 7th at Daytona, but he backs up a decent top 10 finish with a pole at this super speedway. Can he go and win this race? I don't know. We'll find out. But now let's move on to probably an anticipated start for everybody. How about Tony Stewart back in the Cup Series just for a one-off start with Front Row Motorsports? They brought back the 14, and Tony Stewart is going to be running. He had a good qualifying effort. 18th, that's pretty good for somebody his age. But Tony Stewart, he's just happy to be back in the car. And you see him, he's going to be starting alongside Kyle Busch. But let's see if Tony Stewart can get back to the front and hopefully try and win this race. But now let's look at your previous winners of Atlanta Motor Speedway, spring and summer, going back 2 seasons. You see in 2024 and Better Health 400 winner, John Hunter Nemechek. He's currently starting at the rear for this race, but can he go and get another Atlanta win? And then Alex Bowman, who your 2024 Quaker State 400 winner in the summer, he ended up with a good finish there. And let's see if he can get another Atlanta win. And then Denny Hamlin, your 2025 and Better Health 400 winner of this race a season ago. He's looking for more super speedway wins. Alex Bowman went back-to-back in the Quaker State 400. Can he go for 3 in a row at Atlanta, or will he just stick with the Quaker State 400 wins? Now they are ready to roll off of pit road. Carson Hocevar going to lead them off, following that pace car with Reddick following behind. quite a lot of super speedway drivers up front. You see Logano there as they come down pit road, try and get their setups all ready for pit road, make sure they don't speed. And now here we go, green flag in the air for stage 1. See Hocevar leading them down into turn number 1. Reddick there on the top with Ryan Preece behind, and a push from the 60 is going to get Reddick clear of Hocevar. Reddick up down in front of Hocevar. Here comes Preece on the top with a push from the 17 of his teammate Chris Buescher. Hocevar on the inside, they split Reddick. And now Buescher gives a shove to his teammate, and there's a caution. Blaney Briscoe around down the back straightaway. It looks like a bad push from the 1 to the 19. And then Blaney's just an innocent bystander. Yeah, the 19 with a massive wiggle from the 1 and into the 12. You see the wheel hop there from the 12, though. Those two will be out for the day as we got pit stops getting underway. Down to IBCS.
Ryan Preece pulls in for the race lead. He's looking for a small adjustment. Tires and fuel for his 60 car.
Chris Buescher pulls in from 3rd. He's looking for a big adjustment, tires, and fuel for his number 17 car.
Carson Hocevar pits from 2nd after starting on pole. He said over the radio that his car feels good, so there'll be no adjustments and he'll be getting 4 tires and fuel.
And Corey Heim wins the race off pit road in that 56 car. And NASMAR has called off the stage 1 restart. There wouldn't be enough laps, so Todd Gilliland's going to get the stage 1 win. They're fired up for stage 2, and we are underway. Todd Gilliland into turn 1. Here comes Corey Heim on the inside, but he has no help. That inside line's going to fall back, which will give Ross Chastain the race lead. He's going to come down in front of that 34. But Kyle Busch is going to lead the lap with a push from the 9 of Chase Elliott, and he's going to slide down in front of the 1 of Chastain. Looks like they are setting up to come in and pit for fuel and hope to run it long next stage. Chase Elliott leading here in his home track with Connor Zilic behind. Not for long. Zilic takes the inside. He will take the race lead. Now Chase Elliott, all he has to do is just push that 88 as we see them split Hocevar and Preece. There goes Stewart, Logano, Byron, and Hocevar has some damage along it as well. Looks like Logano tried to cut down in front of the 77 and just was not clear. Yeah, they just split Hocevar, and Logano just was not clear. Comes down and collects the 24 and the 14. Very unfortunate for them, but Zilic is going to take the stage 2 win. Down to KKCS.
Carson Hocevar comes down pit road and is reporting that his steering is off after he got the damage to his right front fender. Hocevar told his crew chief that he's worried the steering might get worse as the race goes on.
William Byron involved in that 4-car crash with Carson Hocevar. His right side is a little banged up, and his steering is wonky due to a toe link issue.
Tony Stewart pulls into the pits with messed up steering, but the car is running good. The 14 team is going to get to work on the car, try to get him back out there.
Connor Zilic comes in from the race lead. He's looking for a slight wedge adjustment and fuel for his Trackhouse Chevrolet.
Ryan Preece comes in from the middle of the top 10. He's looking for a small adjustment and hoping to run it long in stage 3.
Chase Elliott comes into pit road from 2nd place. He's looking for a slight adjustment so the car is looser and he can block just a little bit better.
Now the drivers are filed up 2 by 2. Keselowski with Eric Jones. We are back green for stage 3. And on the outside with Dylan for help. Keselowski's going to get clear, but look at 77 and the 24. They are just trying to log laps, see if they can finish this race. And those two, Keselowski and Dylan, are out just a little bit, 3 cars. But how about the 51 of Cody Ware cracking the top 10? And now Keselowski and Dylan on board with them as they are down on the inside looking to come in for pits. Bell now on the outside. And they bring everybody coming in. Keselowski going to get 2 right side tires and fuel as we see pretty much everybody has come down pit road. Reddick with a long fuel stop. They could not get that fuel can for the hole. Keselowski wins the race off pit road. Now Preece with this pack of 8. He's got McDowell, Nemechek, Hamlin in there. Look at Nemechek on the inside. Got him. Oh, on his side. Michael McDowell now tumbling down turn 2. That's a horrific crash for the 71. Thank God he landed on all 4 tires. I just think it was an aerodynamical issue when the 42 went down on the inside and got McDowell just got air shut off from that left side. Yeah, that's what I think happened. SVG sneaks by on the inside, but that is horrific for that 71. Not what they wanted to see, and I don't think anybody wanted to see that. McDowell just, oh my goodness. And a couple of pretty violent tumbles from the 71 as he rolls down the banking. And there comes Nemechek. He's going to go into the garage. That car is done. And there's the 71 in the garage, as well as we are back to pit stops. Those drivers that stayed out are coming down pit road.
Ryan Preece comes in from leading this pack of 8. He just needs fuel to make it to the end. Unfortunately, he couldn't see it through from the front.
Daniel Suarez comes into pit road as he didn't save enough fuel for the race end and will be cycled out to the rear. Heartbreak for the 7 team.
SVG comes in from second after narrowly avoiding that wreck. Fuel only for that 97 Chevy machine.
Now we see Hocevar coming into the garage. That car has just gotten worse for him. Same with William Byron. They are going to be done for the day. As we are filed up back 2 by 2, we are going to go green. 2 laps to go in stage 3. Kozlowski on the inside. He's got Cody Ware behind him. Elliott's got Reddick, and Reddick gives him a shove, but not big enough for him to clear Reddick. Here comes Cody Ware on the inside with Zane Smith. White flag again. Cody Ware looking to win his first race in the NASMAR Community Cup Series. He goes up to block Elliott down all the way to the white line. Here they come. Elliott into the Ware. Here comes Elliott off of turn 4. It's going to be Chase Elliott who wins in Atlanta. Chase Elliott wins in his hometown, but Ware was leading at the white flag. And look at this. He goes up all the way down, blocking the 9 of Chase Elliott. And Elliott just had a nose on him on the inside. But look at Zane Smith, a late run from the 20. But the 9 of Chase Elliott is going to win in his hometown. And he will burn it down as he gets his first Atlanta win. That was an amazing finish. Oh my goodness. As we see, your finishing results will go along on the bottom of the screen there. Zane Smith, after that horrific crash at Daytona, rallies to a second place finish. Corey Heim finishes 12th for that young driver. Cody Ware finishes 20th. Denny Hamlin with a 25th place finish. Not what he wanted to see, as he won this race last season a year ago. Tony Stewart finishes 28th. It was not a good day for that 14 team. Especially for all these drivers out in the garage, it was not a good day for them either. They will be looking for a rebound at COTA. But this is our string of super speedway races in the first 2 weeks of the 2026 season. Both amazing finishes. And what an amazing win for Chase Elliott. We move on to COTA next Sunday. We all look forward to seeing it.